So on Friday night, I went to bed kind of late. So I decided that I was going to sleep in on Saturday morning. The only thing on my agenda on Saturday was scheduled for 5 p.m., right? So I check in. I could sleep till 12 if I want to. I could sleep till 1 if I want to. I could sleep till 3 if I want to. And, I'd be perfectly fine because my whole day was like empty, right? On Saturday morning, I think I got up at like 7, like jump out my sleep, like, yo, where am I? What's going on? Like one of those kind of jump out your sleeps where you almost like get an instant headache. And I was just like, bruh, looking at my phone, checking notifications, looking at my calendar, like, yo, did I oversleep? Am I missing something? Like, I just, this sense of urgency that, yo, I'm up, like, I probably like missing something. But then I was like, yo, there's nothing on my calendar till like 5. So I decided, okay, cool, relax, went back to sleep. I think like 2 hours later, like around 9, same thing, jump out of my sleep, and it was just like feeling like I have to be doing something. Like there's no way it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning and I don't have to be anywhere anytime soon. So just checking my phone again, making sure that, I didn't miss any emails or I did not put something on my calendar, because it was just strange that there was nothing on my calendar or my to-do list to do until like 5, and that just kind of had me just like thinking about this whole concept of being busy. It's something that I've been, working my way out of. It's so easy to say, I'm busy or I've been busy, and a lot of times we kind of understand the context that somebody says it in, so it's not necessarily like a bad thing, because if you're working and it's good and it's productive, yes, you're busy. But I guess for me, I'm just trying to shift myself kind of out of using that word, because I've seen in my life personally that sometimes busy doesn't always mean productive. An example, something I decided this year is that I wanted to kind of cut down on a lot of the smaller jobs that I was doing. So sometimes now when I look at my calendar, and I use green to specify, to identify jobs that are photography, and I use yellow to identify jobs that are filmmaking related, and I see so much less green and so much less yellow now, and throughout the month it kind of makes me like worried, because I'm not seeing as much work as I'm accustomed of doing. But at the end of the month, when I check what my income is for the month, it's still where I need it to be, and sometimes it's even higher than I need it to be. So my plan for this year is working where I'm not doing as much jobs, but I'm doing bigger jobs and doing work for bigger clients that have higher incomes. So I'm doing less work, but I'm not losing money. And it's on one part really like amazing that I'm still kind of having a little more free time to myself, but it's just kind of weird, when you look at your calendar and there's not as much stuff as there used to be. So I guess that's why on Saturday morning, like when I woke up, it's just like I jump up out that sleep, because it's just strange that it's a Saturday and there's nothing on my schedule to do. And that was just a really interesting realization for me. That I've been pushing so much to kind of get to, I just hit the mic, to get to this place and continue to operate out of this space where I'm doing less jobs throughout the month, but the jobs that I'm doing are bigger and they're still bringing in the type of income that I need on a monthly basis. But it's just so scary sometimes to look at my schedule and not see like the amount of gigs that I used to see in the past, But yeah, things are still good. Again, I'm really working on trying to build the type of clientele that I want, and not just accepting the type of clientele that sometimes come my way. And it's been going well, but it's just been scary because I've been accustomed of hustling for so long, and grinding and grinding and grinding, and always needing to feel like I have something to do, because sometimes again we confuse busyness with productivity. And for some people, they might be the same, they might be mutually exclusive, but for me, I've seen that it's not. Sometimes I find myself putting so many things on my calendar, but it's just because I kind of have an issue with saying no sometimes. And sometimes I find myself doing things just because I feel like, for example, if I'm just home watching Netflix, that I'm not being productive. But I'm also now trying to be proactive with how I take my rest and how I take like my days off, because I find myself burning out kind of easily, because a lot of the things that I do, everything that I do, I enjoy doing it. So I don't realize that they're kind of burning me out until they burn me out. So I've just been really practicing being proactive, and taking those days off planned, or taking those days off scheduled, so that the burnout doesn't come. And that's it. That's all I wanted to just share today. That for some people, busy and productive are mutually exclusive, and for some people like me, busy and productive are not mutually exclusive. And just trying to operate my life, operate my business in a way where I'm being more productive and not necessarily being busier, so that I don't have to wake up on a Saturday morning with a panic attack thinking like, should I not be out filming somebody's commercial? Or should I not be taking somebody's wedding pictures? And it's just wild. Like, that was a really interesting moment for me, an epiphany type of moment for me on Saturday morning, when I woke up in a frenzy, just feeling like I had to be somewhere. That's it. I hope this was a good one. I hope there was a little nugget or something like McDonald's nuggets that you guys can take away from this video. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm actually holding this so that I can use it for my cover. Probably shouldn't say that.